Alright guys, good morning. This is Max Forex speaking. Let's do some technical analysis on VIX 10 index. You can see there, this 24 hours. Alright, where is the VIX 10 index going to? That's the problem we have. Most people don't know. They are buying in the bearish trend, selling in a bullish trend. So you need to know the bias. And that's where the problem lies with most traders. Alright, they have risk management, they don't know bias, and you keep messing up. Now, prior to this time, we saw price forming lower highs and lower lows. You can see it's clear, right? Forming lower highs and then lower lows, all right? And all of a sudden, we crashed below this guy. We crashed below this guy here, all right? So, provided price has done that, we have shifted structure. We are now bearish. We are now bearish, so we should be looking for sales, all right? So that is a shift in market structure. All right, market structure shift occurred there. So what do we expect after that? We expect a pullback. All right, and price, I'm taking my time now, and price pull back like this. Now this pullback on the lower time frame, like 30 minutes, you will see it as a strong bullish trend. And this is what confuses most traders. They will think the trend is not bullish. We are bearish. You're only catching the pullback. I hear what I'm saying. You're only catching the pullback. So bear that in mind. So from there, we saw price came back to this supply zone here. Remember, I told you that what validates a supply zone is an imbalance or a fair value gap, if you remember. For the other analysis I gave on VIX Jump 100 index, go and check it. It is playing out. All right, I made some money and pocketed it in my pocket. So that's an imbalance. So price came, mitigated the imbalance, mitigated our supply zone, and then we expect a fall. And since then, price has been falling. Now take note, this this is a bullish trend here. All right, all right, because price broke that high there. You can look at it very well. Price broke that high, all right, which is this high here, all right. That high, price took it out, all right, meaning that we are still bullish, all right. But now this is an inducement because this is what we call liquidity. Most people don't know this. I think I have to change this color. Let me change that color so that you will see it clearly. Alright, I believe that this way is okay. Alright, don't know why the camera is doing like this. So this is not a break of structure, this is liquidity sweep. Most people, once they see the price close above this side, they want to pull back and start buying. We are bearish. It's a function of growth. When you grow, you understand what I'm saying. And then since then, you can see price breaking structures to the downside. That is a break of structure. I'm taking my time now. That is a break of structure. That is a break of structure. Price has broken structure, meaning we are bearish. But now the origin that led to this market, to this break of structure, must be known. All right. And where is the origin? This is the origin. This guy. This was where we shifted structure because this whole thing is a bullish trend. So price has pulled back. All right. Price, after price came, price pushed down here, went up, swept liquidity. It's not break of structure, and then we crashed below that low. So that's where we had our shift in market structure. So now if that is the high that we have it, all right, where then is your supply zone? This guy, that last bullish candle, the supply zone. All right, let me make this better. I think I have to make, all right. So this guy is supply zone. So now you expect price to come back to it, and then you drop. All right. So now you can see since then price has been breaking, breaking the structures, forming lower highs and lower lows. All right. And all of a sudden, let me pull this up now. and all of a sudden we saw a change. All right, after price formed that lower high, we saw price pushed up like forming a lower high, higher low, and then we crashed above the high there. All right, so that is a shift in market structure, which is a pullback. Remember, that is not, we are not bullish. It is a pullback because we have already shifted our this in here, structure. And if you look at this, we have an M pattern here, all right, which will validate a pullback back to that, and then you are selling. All right, so this is the pullback for that shift in market structure that we saw there. All right, so we had a shift in market structure here. All right, we had a shift in market structure there. All right, all right, so we expect a pullback, all right, which you can see price as pullback. If you're trading support and resistance, I believe this is an entry for you. You can see there you have entered there. Unfortunately, I don't trade that. And we can see after that, price after this shift in market structure, this is also a shift, but this is a micro shift in market structure. Understand micro and major shift. All right, and then price broke the upside, broke it up all the way, break of structure. All right, that is a break of structure, so meaning price is still bullish. All right, so on the 24 hours, what have we concluded? We are bullish. We are bullish, so we should be looking for buying opportunity in an overall bearish trend. All right, so we are bullish, we are looking for buys until price get to that high. You should be buying. On the 4-hour time frame, it's a systematic breakdown. All right, a systematic breakdown. All right, you can see price has been pushing, like I said, pushing, breaking structures to the upside, pulling back, consolidating. All right, price has been consolidating here. All right, all right, now you can see again price broke this structure here. That is a break of structure.
Trendybeats.com.
All right, that is a break of structure. All right, that is a break of structure. Yeah. All right, so you expect price to come to what, a level of what, demand, which is this guy. All right, so price has come to that level, so you expect a push all the way to the upside. You see, don't allow this candlestick to, that red candlestick to push you away from your trade. Know what you are doing in the market. Stop gambling. This is not a shift in market structure. Like I said, that is a liquidity grab. It's a function of growth. When you grow, you will understand what we are saying. That is a liquidity grab. It's not a shift in market structure. And then you expect that push. You can see after this break, price came back to this demand, lovely demand. All right, tapped it and then boom. And you can see again this 4-hour, this is a break of structure. All right, that is a break of structure. You can call it a market. Okay, it's a shift to the upside. Why is it a shift? Because this is a bearish trend. All right, so price took out this side, a shift. So what do you expect after that? A pullback, isn't it? That's what you are seeing to continue the trend. So if you are following me, you should be making money. So we are done with that. We are explaining a pullback in a, remember all this bullish trend is a pullback on the 24-hour time frame. So on the 30 minutes, we now look for our entry. All right, okay. All right, now your entry is very simple. You can see price came down here. All right, enter this level of demand. I don't like this color. Let me, your demand can be, you can refine your demands. All right, I don't like this color. I'll change it. You can refine your demand this way. Okay, all right, so you can see I've refined it. So now price came down. Price was forming lower highs and lower lows. You can see them forming this lower highs and lower lows, and we pushed above that recent lower high. We are bullish. We are only pulling back in an overall bearish trend. Mark what I'm saying. What I'm saying. I don't like talking too much. All right. This is the market, so we know what we are doing. We are not gambling. So this is a shift in market structure. All right. If you're not seeing it clearly, you pardon it. Is maybe weather condition or something. So after that, what do you expect? A pullback. You can see price pullback. All right, to this level. If you're trading support and resistance, you would have entered, have a nice entry here. You can see very well that price was is price used as support, resistance, broke, came back as support, and then boom, you are buying. All right, but for me, the trading supply and demand, I'll wait. Yeah, borrowed the journey. Now you can see again. Price broke this structure to the upside. All right, that is a break of structure, which means that the trend will continue to the upside, as I have spoken. All right, so that is a break of structure. What do you expect price to do? Come back to this level of demand, and you can see price has come back to that level. And can I shock you? Can I shock you? I called out this trade, or I sent it to my students on the WhatsApp channel. Let me show you this. Let me show you. You can see there. You can see I told him I am buying VIX 100 VIX 10 index. All right, so you can see a lot of this thing is here. Let me show you one. You can see them. All these are trees I'm sending to him, and they're making money. He flipped $24 to $129. Let me show you. Let me show you that chart. It was yesterday we were discussing it. All right. Let me show you. Let me show you. Let me show you. Let me show you. All right. You can see what he said. I said, how is your trading going? And now said, fine, boss. All right, fine, boss. I have flipped. You can see there. I have flipped my derivative account to $129 from $24. All right. Meanwhile, mine was $30, so I flipped it from $30 here. You can see there, $30 to what? 200 and what? $15. So you can see there. So we are not playing here. All right. So we expect higher prices. All right. So you can, if you are watching this, you can enter now. All right. You can enter now. Mind you, you can start buying from here. Put your stop loss below that low. And then you target your first TP will be, I'm already on this trader actually. Today is Sunday. We won't allow Sunday to make us not to trade. You can get a nice 1 to 2 1 to 2.16 risk to reward, or you can wait for price. Sometimes what price will enter deeply and then start pulling. So don't be scared. All right. So I'm expecting anything. If price comes down and stop me out before pushing, I will be very happy. Why? I am still bullish. So I will look for another re-entry. But for now, I do not change my bias. Tomorrow I giant get I'm bigger than some things. By now I should be the one to be telling you where price is going to. I hear what I'm saying. I've trained so many students and they're making money. All right. I'm sure one of them is even here. He's making money. I taught him. It's not. We are not joking. So expect your TP to be hit. Remember, I don't target weeks. I don't like targeting weeks. The reason why I targeted this week is because it's closer, but in a far distant journey like this now, I target the body for a 4.05, very nice trade. So let's see how it plays out. For the jump 100 index that I sent yesterday, if you remember. So let's see how it played out. All right. Okay. Hope you are seeing it. If you remember, I entered from here. If you remember, it was from here I entered from. My stop loss was just here. All right. If you remember. and then I targeted a supply zone which is around here. If you remember, I think I will show you the screenshot so that you see it. I targeted that supply there. All right, I targeted that supply there. If you remember, so price should go there. I'm still holding it. All right, so I'm expecting price to push all the way to the upside. I hear what I'm saying. Let me show you the screenshots of. I think I sent this signal to my students, to one of my students, on the WhatsApp group. Okay, no, this is not it. Sorry, let me show you so that you know what you are doing here. I send this signal, so I send this signal. So let me show you. Sorry. Um, let me show you. 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 Kado Shebeno, Kodi Shadeno. All right, this is it. This was when I sent it. Okay, no. When I sent it, price was not here. All right, so this was where price is. If you remember, you can see that low. It is exactly here. All right, it is exactly here. If you look at that week, all right, this week market, this week that you are seeing there. All right, if you look at it here, it is still the same thing. So I entered from here, and you can see price is almost here. So that is how I do my analysis, and I've sent him again. This trade I took, this one, I've sent him again to buy it. All right, we are gonna make money. If you are fooling me, you will make money. I don't like talking too much. I'm from Calabari. I'm a Calabari boy. I'm not Igbo or Izu, and he I don't have time for those things. So let's see the outcome from now till 4 hours from now. All right, we are going to see how this trade will play out. If you hit my stop loss, no wala. It will be a lesson, but I will not change my strategy. I hear what I'm saying. I'm bigger than some things. I hear what I'm saying. So if you like the way I trade, just give me a DM. You can see how I trade without stress because I understand market structure, market bias. All right. So let's see if you're seeing it, you can enter the trade now. All right. Thank you.